Hey everyone, I'm Andy Ruffell from eTeknix.com, and you may have already seen part one of this kind of Halloween spooky kind of build that we're doing in collaboration with Be Quiet, and also using Gigabyte stuff in there as well. If you haven't seen that, check out the description below. But today we're gonna finish it off. So let's jump in and do this. So the build itself, if you haven't already seen part one, I do want to kind of just do a little bit of a recap. So we did kind of sand down the case a little bit, made it a little bit, I guess grungy would be the word that I'd be looking for. We also did this really cool thing, and looking at the YouTube comments and the comments we were getting on social media, everyone was actually really kind of, surprised by what we'd actually done here with the whole kind of scratching nail effect. It came out really, really well. Now that it's dried a little bit, yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. We've got our cables made up from simple sleeving, so we're going to be putting them in. We're going to be putting the front IO back on there, the front cover back on. We've kind of been toying with the idea of the reservoir and what we want to do with it. Wanted to put a drain valve on there, but also have the ability to fill from the side, which would involve turning the case on its side. But I think it's kind of pretty much where I want it to be, at least for the kind of basis of it. Obviously there are a few things that we need to do. So we do need to put some fittings onto the motherboard. We do need to put some fittings onto the graphics card, and just kind of, think about the runs and everything that we're going to do for the custom loop. So the other things that we can do at the moment before we actually get into the tubing side of things is putting in the power supply. Obviously the cables I already spoke about. We do want to do a few things with the fans, because while we didn't really want to go too far in terms of modifying, graphics card, motherboard and things like that, because as you can appreciate, this and this alone are like £2,000, $2,000, that kind of price point. So I'm happy to obviously mod the case and maybe do a few things with some fans and that, but we didn't want to go overboard. We wanted to sort of more do things with, props and things. So we've got the skull that we're going to end up putting down here. We have got some sort of cobwebs that what we're going to do is, look, we've even got a hand, sort of put the hand down here, stretch it out a little bit and kind of cover over the skull, but stretch it out enough that the skull kind of still shines through. This cobweb is absolutely horrible as well. It does kind of goes everywhere. So that's kind of the general plan. So I guess really, instead of going down the route of me doing it slowly and things like that, we'll probably do just like we did in the first video and just kind of montage this and try and make it a little bit more exciting for you guys to watch. So yeah, I guess really we should start by putting in the rad, putting in the fans, and making them look like someone's chopped their finger off in them. It might work. Let's do this. So after getting everything set up pretty much where we wanted it to go, we decided actually that was completely wrong and we've changed everything over. So we're actually, in a roundabout way, we're kind of doing a backwards loop. So if I come round and actually look at the PC, what you'll see is that we have got the pump down there. We've got the res. It is a little bit top heavy at the moment because of the drain port. But what we're actually planning to do is to go out of the pump into the GPU. Then out of the GPU, and this is the really, really frustrating part, it doesn't actually line up perfectly with this. So we have, I guess, had to bend the tube in such a way that it's going to kind of come up and then sort of come over a little bit, so it snakes a little bit. But from there, it's going to come out of the top of the motherboard, along to the radiator, through the radiator, and then back down into the res, and then the res is just going to have a really, really small run that goes straight back into the pump. We've also got this strip, which we've kind of got roughly into the position that we want. We just need to peel off the back, stick it down and put it in there, and then focus more on the aesthetics of kind of the webbing and the spiders, and trying to make this, you know, more than just your typical kind of water-cooled build. Now, the fans are completely dry now. I had a lot of comments on social media about these, asking if we use ketchup, if it was real blood, chili sauce, that kind of stuff. Anyone who kind of saw the first part of our video will know that this was done with fake blood, and where it's actually dried, it looks pretty damn amazing. Now, a lot of eagle-eyed viewers also said about, you know, the imbalance on the fan, because we have put, you know, something on there and it's obviously going to take that imbalance away from the fan. But to be honest, this is a showcase build. It doesn't matter if it's not running at peak performance or anything like that. Pretty much after Halloween, this is all going to be stripped down. But the plan for now is to make it look, at least look, as good as it physically can. So let's jump back in and see what we can do. So we finally got the rig kind of built up. Now, obviously the last thing that we have to do really is kind of, I guess, dress it up with the cobwebs and that. But I want to change the lighting, because we did actually boot this up and found, well, obviously it's in like its own kind of conventional lighting pattern where it's just going through a lot of colors. So I have got my trusty NVIDIA USB flash drive so I can put Windows on here, because if anyone's seen what's going on lately, yes, I'm an NVIDIA shill. So I have to put some more NVIDIA kind of product into our videos. So Windows is installed, time to load up RGB Fusion 2.0, just so we can sort of change the colors on the rig, because it doesn't really, I guess, correspond to the whole theme that we're going for. The memory's a different color, the GPU's not really doing anything, and also the motherboard is kind of stuck on like a static bluey purple color. So what we want to do is change it to something that's really going to fit in with the theme that we're going for. So what I'm actually thinking is, if we go back home, I think we can get away with just more of kind of a static and just really sort of play about with the colors to see what kind of works. I mean, we haven't got any green in there, but green does kind of go with, I guess, the Halloween theme. The other colors that we could look at is maybe kind of like a purple, because there's something I actually need to show you that we did fit, but isn't actually on right now. So you may remember that we put the strip all the way around, and I've actually managed to kind of maneuver it out of the rear expansion. And if we plug it in, because it is actually plugged into the mains, you can see that we do kind of get this UV purple lighting up on the outside of the case. So I think that kind of fits in quite nicely, but I do want to see how it looks with orange as well. So the purple all kind of fits in. If we did an orange, maybe it's a bit too much orange. So maybe we should kind of go with maybe the purple. I think maybe that probably looks the best, reflecting off of the fans and just kind of giving a nice contrast to, I guess, what we're trying to go with. go guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and can sort of see the reasonings behind kind of what we did. We set out to do something a little, you know what, oh that's too hot. We set out to do something a little bit different, and what I wanted to do was take this case beyond kind of its general premise, which is it supports ATX motherboards, and straight away we showed that it can take an eATX motherboard just by taking that panel out. I want to put really a big huge thanks to all the people who kind of sponsored this video and who were involved in this video. So the first one really goes down to Be Quiet with the chassis and the power supply, and obviously the fans that we splattered the blood over. And I know there was a lot of comments about the blood and how it's going to unbalance the fans, and you got to remember this isn't a 24/7 gaming rig. This is more an aesthetic showcase, and it's probably going to be dismantled just shortly after Halloween. Big thanks to Gigabyte Aorus as well, and also Intel. You can see, yes, we did go for some absolute batshit crazy components with Aorus. I mean, the motherboard alone, the Z390 Extreme Waterforce, is about £1,100 in the UK. I think it's about $1,100–1,200 in the US. It's not for the faint-hearted, but you can see the results that you can basically get from it. It looks absolutely amazing. Same with the RTX 2080 graphics card. The other things sort of, you know, inside, if you're going to do Z390, you might as well do it properly. So i9-9900K from Intel. We've got the WD 1TB black NVMe drive, which for the Z390 kind of chipset is the fastest drive you can really get. Obviously you could go Gen 4 if you were going X570, but this was more about the aesthetics as opposed to anything else. And I know a lot of people again are going to comment about the spider webs in there. It's going to restrict airflow, it's not going to, you know, be performing, it's not meant to. That's the whole point behind this rig. It's purely meant to look absolutely amazing and just something a little bit different. And I want to know from you guys, did you like this type of video? Obviously there was the part one, sort of more of the modding, part two was more kind of fitting, getting all the water cooling up and running, and that didn't go without a few hiccups itself. So let me know in the comments section below if you want to see more kind of stuff like this. It just goes to show that yes, there are professional modders out there, and I'm not claiming to be one because they actually do an amazing job. I just wanted to do something a little bit more on the sort of lighter end of the scale, which is quite funny, lighter end, even though it's a Halloween build. You kind of get where I'm going with it. But wanted to sort of show that it is possible to do a theme, and, you know, all it really required was a few simple tools, some sandpaper and stuff like that. I will try to link to everything in the description below, mainly with sort of the UV strip and stuff like that. Obviously, some of the sandpaper, I'm not going to link to that. You can get it all on Amazon. But I think this turned out really, really well. And the cables as well from Simple Sleeving look absolutely amazing, especially with the UV light kind of bouncing on them as well. Turned out really, really well, and I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. Sadly, the case is probably going to be reserved for the tip now, but yeah, I'm happy with it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and yeah, hopefully we might get a chance to do some stuff like this again in the future. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know exactly what to do, and I will see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye bye, and remember, happy Halloween.